Thursday.
Week 9 of the WAKA Peninsula schedule is in the books. Is this the best kickball team and league in America? Why was there no midnight photo last week? Where has all the offense been? Why won't Commissioner Morehart comment on any of this? Why does he constantly dodge our questions?
And if he isn't the real commissioner, then who is?
Something seedy bubbles below the surface.
Wait, what are you talking? What?
I'm like, where this is going?
That something CD is the man to my right, Mr. Brent Wentworth. Oh, dressed up. You know, you can dress him up. You can put on this cheap, flashy facade.
I'll show you, CD.
I think you did on Wear Pink Night.
I'm always a big fan of diagonal stripes on my ties. Like most of my ties have that kind of combo going on there.
I do enjoy that. Actually, I like that color, the yellow and navy. It's working for you. It's a lot better than seeing you in black.
Yeah, very conservative.
And over on my far right, an olive
step up my
drab.
fashion game after the wife beater incident. Let's go.
You beat your wife?
No,
Why are you
no.
joking
It has
about
nothing to
that
do with that.
You're sick, man. Oh, let's talk about a man who knows how
trying to
to...
steal your shine.
That's not good. You did get a haircut at some point.
Can we focus?
Yeah, I know. All right, let's go. Let's go.
For once. You
George
guys.
shaved his beard.
What?
Or
You were to get.
trimmed it.
Let's jump into what you were going to say because I know you're going to comment on the same earthly tones that we're both wearing.
Yeah, well, I wasn't even going to go there, but I will now. We're flanking you in camo.
We're like a bunch of Vietnam War vets, like just wearing the nice forest green and khaki. I got the dark brown. You got the light shade of
that former white.
Yeah, which is a term.
One-time white.
Sweaty,
is what I like to call it.
Sweaty pewter. I don't know if that's even a color, but
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Matt Wellbrock gave his own introduction there. That's all that needed to be said.
I lost my leg in Vietnam.
What's funny about that?
This is going to be a good one. I can tell. This is
We're going to talk
podcast.
about kickball at some point.
Yeah, but why rush?
Yeah.
Why rush art?
We got unlimited film. Pena has nothing else to do with his life.
I got nothing else to do with my life, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Maybe you.
The light's already blinking red, so I guess it's telling us to get on with this first segment.
All right.
Hold on. I need to get a new battery.
Oh, really?
Just asked him some fucking. Oh shit.
Thank you for watching that extended introduction to this week's special edition of the 3Up 3Down WAKA Peninsula podcast.
The podcast.
I'm not going to let you two derail me again. Let's get straight to the action. 6:30 games for week 9. Started off with Chicken Tetrazzini versus Rumspringa, an hotly anticipated game. Brent Wentworth's Pick'em special from last week. Let it be noted that let's note the complete lack of professionalism behind the camera from Mr. Pena.
Yeah, getting some water and then proceeding to close the blinds like something really strange is going on in this house he wants nobody to see.
Yeah, I don't imagine what that could be. Rumspringa, 3-1 victors over the Angry Birds. Mr. Wellbrock, take us there.
Oh, this was an exciting match. Oh, thank you for cracking that open as I get into this spiel. But Rumspringa's riding high with a winning streak under our belts, and we're coming into this game, you know, with founding Rumspringa members, Sabra and Scotty Moriarty playing on the opposition. That was a little weird to see Scott and Sabra over there, especially having to pitch to them. That was tough times. But we got to kick first, put 2 runs up on the first. Chicken Tetrazzini went to kick up, and they just did a great job getting bunters on. They actually loaded the bases, and oh man, I always try to remember who people are, but I never can. Somebody decided to kick a ball deep, and outfielder couldn't grasp it, fell into the field. They were able to score 1 run in.
Is it Kenny?
Scott? I don't think it was Scott Kenny, but it
No,
could be.
It was because I think I was watching some of it. It was Andrea on base, Brian Neal on base, and Adam Henry was on base.
Yep.
And Scott Kenny was on base.
We ask that you remember things from 2 games every week. First of all, Burning Bridges had a forfeit this week, so you had 1 game to remember something from. And you were playing in it.
It's a blur when I do this stuff. I'm not done yet. I'm not done. So they get the one run so they had one out actually, and then the player came up to kick, and we caught the ball for the second out, and then Andrea seemed to run off the bag, and I guess thinking it was a 2-out situation, but not a 1-out situation. So we pegged her. Yeah, we pegged her out for the double play, which could have really gone the other way. With the bases, people in scoring position on 3rd and 2nd. But put on some insurance in the second inning, and just it was 3-1 all the way to the end. Just really good defensive battle. I know they were missing some key players. I was talking to Adam, asking why he wasn't taking over a little bit of the pitching duties I've seen him do the past couple weeks, but he informed me that Dave, their charger, who's usually in there, was out, and then also their catcher was out too. So 2 key pieces to the puzzle, especially for a Chicken Tetrazzini defense. So, we definitely took advantage of those people being out, and I know that you have some stuff on your little piece of paper here, so I'll let you get to those points as well.
Yeah, so Chicken Tetrazzini, while Chicken Tetrazzini was missing a couple of their key contributors, Rumspringa got to welcome back one of their staples, Mr. Brian Yan, playing in his first game since reconstructive knee surgery.
Hell yeah.
ACL surgery, whatever it was.
Yeah, we'll go with reconstructive knee surgery.
I want to make it sound as dramatic as possible.
But he had a lot of shit messed up in that knee, too.
He had a big fucking knee brace on, man. It was like his leg was in traction.
Stuff was wrong.
Yeah. He got there, I saw the second at bat, and he ripped a line drive straight into left center. That was looked pretty nice, man. So it was a good welcome back for him. Glad to see him out on the field again.
Absolutely, and had a sac fly in the first to drive a run in as well. So he was getting it done. But I've heard from the reports over in the Brian Yan camp that he's decided to take the rest of the season off, most likely. So
the tournament or?
That remains to be seen, but hearing from the reports, it looks like that he's going to be save himself for the spring.
His quote though on Facebook was that his hangover hurts more than his knee hurts. So I don't know.
Well, it's good to have him back in both parts.
It'll be tough for him to stay away, I'd imagine, but you probably have to take it pretty safe for sure. So.
Indeed. Second game of the 6:30 hour. Kick-Ass versus the new Kickheads, which was an 8-1 win for Kick-Ass. Captain of Kick-Ass, Manny Anderson, back against his former squad, the Kickheads. Manny wore a stupid pink hat most of the game and pitched like a guy who would wear a stupid pink hat. He walked Miss Hassel.
He's pitching now?
This week he was. Yeah.
I've been waiting for this.
I just want to note that Amanda made a nice catch and right and was walked by Manny. So I think she got the better of that deal, that Splitsville. But otherwise, business as usual, I suppose. Kickheads played well early going, though. It was reasonably tight for the first few innings. Those runs were scored in small drips and doses, 1 or 2 here every inning. So no big mistakes from them.
Kickheads, man, I like them. I actually think they're not bad. The record doesn't show it, and they have their moments where they fall apart. But man, if they could put together 5 solid innings like we've seen them play, they'd actually be pretty good. And it's they're kind of the toughest part of their schedule, but they could definitely hurt some of these lower tier teams if they ran into them.
I think the most important question was what was on the menu at that cookout, because I saw pictures of this. I was very jealous that there was this nice little cookout between Kick-Ass and New Kickheads, and I wasn't invited. So what was on the menu?
Maybe if you stuck around for a little while, you get an invite, like Mr. Wentworth.
I didn't get an invite. I just smelled the burgers over the side of the wall, and I was like, fucking. Yeah.
Like here over the side.
I was like,
what y'all cooking over there?
I was like Yogi Bear, just floating with the fumes.
Good old 1960s cartoons.
My nose was just leading me there.
Some hot dogs, hamburgers.
That's what the Waka kickball is all about, right there.
Some fine fellowship among friends.
Some Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Yes, there was a little bit of that.
That's good times.
Yep. That was That was about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say we'd love to have you, but that's not true.
He's not a liar.
Yeah, I can't say that here in front of the camera and God and everyone. Then finally, I'm sorry we wasted so much time with those two games.
Don't bring Brian's houseboy into this. His houseboy named God.
Just
Chained to the radiator.
it's Jesus. Jesus. Just for kicks. Played Battlestar Balsacta. JFK held on for a 2-1 win. I was playing during this, but I could hear and see a little bit of the excitement over there. And I'm told Battlestar even loaded them up in the 5th inning. No runs, but then JFK somehow able to escape with the win. Dom getting one of those outs at Charger. And then I was told a kick that he deflected, Giselle Anderson got into him. And then they were able to make the play at the plate for another one of those outs. So very close. But getting out, and that's what championship caliber teams do in these types of games.
Yeah. You know, you can take a different take on it. I think it's JFK. Obviously, they've been cruising this season. They haven't been tested in a little while, and then they come in here, and maybe they're starting to believe that we just show up and we'll win. But against a good team like Battlestar Balsactica,
very good team.
That's not going to be the case. Not in this league. Any given Wednesday. So they came out real flat offensively, and a lot of that had to do with the Battlestar defense. But from what I hear, JFK just wasn't executing, and they managed to pull it out though. Like I said, they got their shit together. It's just heartbreak. Well, it's not heartbreaking for Battlestar because I think they're excited the fact that they knew they had them and they let them off the hook. But
Dennis Green style.
Yeah, I think it's maybe a wake-up call for JFK. I don't know if we'll see them resting on their laurels for the rest of the season.
And I would like to note, not to look too far ahead here, but JFK sitting at number 1 right now, and Battlestar number 8 in the standings. So if you want to project ahead to a possible tournament matchup that could be very, very interesting, that would be a superb 1v8 game. And like Brent said, would just speak to the depth and dispersion of talent across the league.
Does the 1v the 8 at the beginning?
In the second
round.
round.
In the second round. If it goes chalk, yeah.
Touche.
Yeah, it's some good matchups. There'll definitely be some great matchups this year.
All right. That'll about do it. Anything, Mr. Wellbrock?
Hey, Battlestar doubled twice as many runs that JFK's averaging, so good for them.
They scored on them. That's
damn. All right. Well, that'll do it for 6:30. Thanks for sticking around for all that. We'll be back with 7.